Hey, what's up guys, Vass here and welcome back to Crypocurrency. So let's look at what we made in our second month of mining. Just like last month, let's start off with how the rig ran. Pretty good. I mean, that's about it really. So the only difference this month was we had one extra card running for just a few days, 3 to 4 days I think it was. It was a Sapphire Nitro 580. It was a pretty good card. We had another card as well, a Sapphire Pulse. That wasn't that great. Of course, we couldn't have more than 8 AMD cards running. You can have more than, so you can have 8 AMD and 8 Nvidia cards running in one rig. But of course, those two are both AMD cards and we already have 7. So we just went with the Nitro and we put that on for a little while. We didn't like overclock it massively. The Sapphire was getting like 29, not a very good overclocker. The Nitro could easily get to 31. We didn't push it too hard. It's not our card. We don't want to go too crazy. So we had that around a bit like in the higher 30 mega hashes. Our card, the Asus Dual RX, actually kind of kept up with it, which I was quite surprised because the Nitro is, I mean, 50 to 60 pounds. So that's, I don't know, maybe $100 more expensive. Probably because a lot of miners want that card because it does give you higher hash rates. But to be honest with you, our cards kind of kept up with it, and they were like £230. So really, the difference is negligible for the price you're going to pay. And to be honest with you, it's not even about the price you're going to pay. It's more finding the cards. The Nitro cards are so hard to find. Other than that, the rig ran pretty well. That's like a tongue twister. Rig ran. Anyway, the rig ran pretty well. We maybe had a couple of hours where it just shut down and it started back up again. Usually it starts back up automatically. There were a couple of times where it didn't start up back, and we just saw it afterwards and was like, okay, we lost a couple of hours there. But other than that, pretty solid for the whole month, which is a lot. It's very important. Obviously, if you're mining, you don't want any shutdown time, so it's important. On to what we made, the important part. Okay, so apart from the 4 or 5 days extra running the Nitro card, we were getting a hash rate of 210 on Ethereum, 240 if you add the other card for 3 or 4 days. It's not really that big a deal, not major difference. But a hash rate of 210. This gave us 0.94 Ethereum. Based on today's valuation, I did the calculation on Saturday, the 13th of January. This is Monday, but whatever. The valuation was $1,450, so $1,415. So 0.94 is $1,358.40. Onto our dual mining coin, like our second coin, Lbry credits, whatever. This coin was supposed to be like just to pay our electricity costs. It ended up being way more than that. It's gone far beyond our expectations, this coin. It has literally gone up 10 times its original value. Well, original value in when we started mining. It has actually started to make me think of the future of our mining rig, but I'll get into that in a moment. So we were mining at 560 mega hashes and we ended up getting 428 Lbry. That is actually pretty good, and we'll get into that in a second as well. In today's valuation, again, Saturday the 13th of January, it is at $1.20, and this equals $513.60. That's insane. Seriously, that is absolutely insane. When we first pressed the power button on the rig, Lbry, and we decided to choose Lbry as our second coin because you get a lot of Lbry for what it is. It was 14 cents. 14 cents. And it just started rising then. It just started rising, and we were so stupid we sold some. Now it's over $1. That's a 10 times, so it's like 120 now, so it's a 10 times gains just on that one coin. That shows you how good having a lower market cap is for what you're mining or what you're investing in. And of course, it has to be a good product. And of course, we were stupid, so we sold a lot of it. We sold our first batch. We sold most of this second one. So it proves to you, always hodl or hold, whatever you want to call it. Hold your coins, because they could become a lot more money, and we're making a mistake so you don't have to. Confession, I actually did the same with Ethereum. I didn't change it, but I took out, so when we first started, Ethereum was like $300, right? And so that's like £230. So I took out 0.1 Ethereum. I actually wanted to check out Kraken, test it out, see how it, you send cryptocurrency to, convert it into pounds. It was to euros because it was a better exchange rate, but change it from cryptocurrency from Ethereum to the euro/pound and see what it's like when it goes into your bank account. So I changed up 0.1 Ethereum, which was back then $30, £23. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to go to my favorite Chinese restaurant, all you can eat. Might be going there tonight. Maybe not. But that ended up costing me, from $30, it now ends up costing $140. I mean, it's good, but it's not that bloody good. Now on to our painful part, the cost of electricity. Woohoo! With the rig at 1152 watts, for the most part, we had the other card in there for a little bit. Running at 17 cents per kilowatt, which again is a lot of money for what it is. London, that's the way it is. This came to $156 a month. Not the end of the world, not too bad. So 1,358.4 plus 513.6 minus 156 comes to $1,716. That is a major improvement on last month. That is nearly, it's nearly $1,000 more than we made last month. This is a 7-card rig, guys. It's not expensive at all. We have the opportunity, we have the expansion capacity of 19 GPUs, so you can keep adding, but that is very, very good money for what we spent, our initial outlay. So we included a couple of weeks into January, we've actually made our money back, so we all profit from now on. On the whole, dual mining Ethereum and Lbry has been pretty profitable so far for the initial investment, but things might change, and we'll get into that now. Let's talk about what the future holds for most small miners mining, dual mining or just mining Ethereum. So people like us, and maybe you, or people that want to get into it, things could change. Let's go back to Lbry first. Unfortunately, there are ASIC miners out right now, and they blow us out of the water. Seriously, it's insane. The difficulty has risen up dramatically. We were getting 500 to 528 last month. Now, on what to mine, obviously it changes as time goes by, but a couple of weeks ago it was like, oh yeah, you're still going to get 500 or so 400 and something coins. And now it's down, so it was like down to 300 and then down to 250 and then now it's down to 150. That is insane, like drastic difficulty rise in getting Lbry, probably with the async miners. I keep saying async instead of ASIC, whatever. But yeah, that is a major difference of going from 500 odd coins to 150, and the way it's going, you're not going to be getting anything. So we're probably just going to hold our coins now. We're probably going to move on to another secondary coin. As you probably have worked out, the difficulty of mining any coin goes up, as time goes by, and so you're getting less of the coin, but the price of the coin can go up. So you are making the same amount of money or maybe more by getting less of the coins. We're not happy with that. Of course, if you are taking the money out there and then, it's money is money, you're making the money, you don't really care. But we're not in it for that. Well, we're in it for the money, obviously. That's actually a YouTube channel, in it for money. We are in it for the long-term gain, because that's the better way of looking at it. We're not a factory mining Ethereum and we can be like, okay, we're getting 10 Ethereum a day and we can just sell that on and we don't have to care. In the rise of Lbry and Ethereum, their price, we have got way more money this month than we did last month. Actually 900 to 1,000 difference profit. That's insane when you think about it from one month to the next. But see, Library's gone up 10 times, Ethereum's gone up like 3 times. Actually, more than that, more than 3, like nearly 4 times. Actually, more than 3 times, more than 4 times its value. So we are seeing, not in the last month, since we first mining, sorry. We are seeing a big rise in the price of the coins, but we're seeing a dramatic difference in what we'll be getting in the next, even the next few weeks, to be honest with you. And we don't want that. We're in it for the long term. We want more of the coin, less of the money right now. You get that later on. For example, this time last year, if you was mining Ethereum on one card at 30 mega hashes, one card, guys, 30 mega hashes, you'll be getting one whole Ethereum a day. So we've got 7 cards. We were making 7 Ethereum a day. Back then it was priced at less than $1. You would have actually had to probably pay to mine Ethereum. But those guys were pioneers. They were looking at the future. They were futurists, is that what you want to call it? They were looking at the future and they were going, okay, we're going to mine this coin right now, because maybe they didn't expect it to go 10 times or 1,000 times like what it did. But, it went up drastically. If those guys didn't sell, and good on them, if they didn't sell, they've still got those coins, they've still got, a majority of those coins, then well done to them. Seriously. They've made their money. If they're making that much, if there's some kid was having, I've read some forums, checked out on Google back in the day, those guys, some kids had one card and they were mining Ethereum and getting one a day. They could be very rich right now. Obviously, as time went on, the difficulty got worse and worse and worse, but they had the money to invest in more cards because they had the foresight of doing it. So now on 7 cards, 7 GPUs, right, at 30 mega hashes, 210 mega hashes, we are looking to expand. But we won't even be getting 0.7, well, according to what to mine, 0.74 Ethereum a month. That's insane. The difference of 1 year difficulty is insanity, really, when you think about it. But that is the industry we are in. Things change quite drastically, and you have to keep ahead of the curve. What does that mean for us smaller miners, maybe you as well, for the future, or even for the very, very near future? Maybe this month we'll make 0.7 or maybe even less than that. But what does that mean? And by the way, Ethereum might go up to 2,000-3,000 in the next few months. Who knows? In the next year, it could be 5,000-10,000. Great. But we won't have that much Ethereum. So do we want to look at getting Ethereum with the rewards drastically lowering? Or do we look at another coin that's going to make us the same, an equal amount of money, so that we can buy Ethereum with that cryptocurrency, with the money we make from that cryptocurrency? Because right now, sending off your Ethereum or, buying very, very small, or getting very small amounts, mining very small amounts, it's kind of small change when you think about it. Don't get me wrong, we're not trying to be greedy. I mean, most people are, but we want money. Of course, we're doing this for money. Nobody does it for the fun of it, right? I mean, it's kind of fun as well, but you're doing it to make money at the end of the day. You're not doing it because, you have to do it, right? No one does this for no reason. You put an initial outlay and you want to get money back. This is a business at the end of the day. It's like investing in a small lower cap coin. You want to make that money in the long term. We want to be like those guys that were mining Ethereum last year and making crazy money on it. We don't want to be like, okay, we're trying to catch up with you, You're never going to catch up. Forget it. You're never going to catch up. You're never going to make the crazy amount of money that you would think you could do with Ethereum unless you're spending big money now and trying to beat the difficulty. If you spend a lot of money, you beat the difficulty levels, the difficulty rises because you're getting more at that time. That's just the way it is. I was kind of naive at the start, thinking, okay, I'll kind of expand as we go along, but doing that actually held us back because beating the difficulty level, the difficulty was like we were getting more than 1 at the start. Now we're getting less than 1, and then looking at what to mine, within the last 3 weeks, it's gone down like 0.1 every week. That's not good for us. We haven't chosen what route to go yet, of mining a coin that's going to make us money to buy Ethereum, or just mining a coin, looking at coins lower market cap, and thinking, okay, how much are we going to get of this coin and how big could it be in the future? And in the cryptocurrency world, it could be 1 or 2 years, and they could be crazy. It could go up 10, 20, 30, 40 times, 1,000 times like Ethereum did, 2,000, 3,000 times, whatever it was, Ripple did. That was the dodgiest thing ever. Anyway, so that is what we're thinking right now. When we decide, I'm sure we'll make a video of that. I'd love to know what you guys think of that, what you are doing, what you are mining. Let us know in the comments below. Check us out on Twitter at Crypcited. Subscribe to the channel for more crypto content. We are actually looking at doing a weekly podcast, just trying to get the timing sorted out. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, share it with your friends and all that jazz. Have fun in the crypto world, and we'll see you guys in the next one.